Hold up. Attention. Don't even think about it.
This is the hottest radio station.
You are listening to MakeSradio.com.
Okay, I don't own the rights to that music. We know that. This is Wicked Observations. Now we know this show. I observe the wicked. I observe and peep things. I wanted to talk about something briefly. First and foremost, how long have we been covering this Britney Spears debacle? Right, we've been talking about this for a minute now. Actually, maybe an hour now. I just wanted to get on here to talk about something that I've noticed. Now, I'm not saying that I am the person that has led the torch in regards to this Britney Spears shit. I wasn't going to be in the position to be picking up the phone to call anybody, police officers or anything like that. I wasn't going to do that because I'm like, it shouldn't have had to get to that, right? I feel like my observations at one point, which I'm grateful, nobody called me crazy. Nobody said you're crazy. A lot of these folks that I don't know their purpose behind why they are interested in dissecting this Britney Spears shit. But I just find it weird how all of a sudden so many people have decided to get involved with talking about it because, again, I don't want to be that person to say that people woke up and decided to start talking about it because either way, I'm happy. I'm happy that more people are waking up to the shit that is going on. And when I say the shit that is going on a broad scale, I strongly believe that a lot of the things that we are being presented as the general public with these entertainers is not actual factual. They're going to keep the money going, I've felt like many times, it's like, maybe I'm losing it. But now, I wonder, like, the people that say that they're trying to help, they're interested in figuring out what's going on with this woman. I really feel that when we, as the collective of folks that are really interested in things, when we start talking about it, it doesn't get that much traction, right? I don't think it's meant to get that much traction. I think it's meant to attract enough people until they start throwing in the agents, the psyops, they plan this accordingly. So I don't understand why it has gotten to this level where people are picking up the phone and calling the police. At this point, which I've been saying from the beginning, I believe that Britney Spears, I don't think that she's with us. I don't think she's been with us for a long time. When you have so many discrepancies, legal death, these were jargons that were used in her case, right? They had her down as quote unquote deceased on legal documents. At that point, I left it alone. I was like, you know what? Eventually, the truth will come out. Eventually, the truth will set you free. But you guys are getting to a level where people that are visiting our pages who have been talking about this shit for a while, you have people coming to our pages and saying things like, we're off our rocker. I'm like, bitch, do you see the date? Do you see the date? Do you see the time? Do you see when we were talking about this? Now everybody's talking about it, right? So that's the first thing. First thing I wanted to get out the way. You guys are making it very difficult to be on social media these days because of this little term, conspiracy theorist. It's thrown around ever so elegantly. A person that thinks differently, a person that questions everything is not a conspiracy theorist. I believe a person that is a quote unquote conspiracy theorist are the people that are trying to make everything seem like it is a coincidence. Those are conspiracy theorists to me. Coincidence theorists. Everything is a coincidence. Everything is fine. Everything is okay. I don't feel that a lot of information that people are putting out there, if you don't practice discernment and you don't know how to do better research, then you need to be, you need your hand held to hang out on social media with the rest of us. A person can present to me that 1 + 1 is 2, and I will still question if that is the truth. Even though it may be so simple and logical, no. So, I wanted to talk about that. One other thing. I have been very, very vocal, right, about this Aaliyah shit. You know what I mean? I will say for myself, I have not had a dream about Aaliyah since she passed away. Have not. 9 times out of 10, I meet up with these celebrities in the dream realm, right? I've met so many. And I kind of question, like, is there a reason? Is there a reason why all of a sudden all of this news is coming out regarding Aaliyah, right? We literally have known that Aaliyah, most of us, I felt that she was murdered years ago. I was like, they were like, it's a plane crash. How could you? She was murdered years ago. I don't believe that it was an accident. I don't think any of that shit was an accident. I think everything was planned strategically. And then magically, out of the clear blue sky, you have a person on TikTok that, I don't know if he was just trying to ruse or make a rise out of the patrons on TikTok. But he says that the Fiesta video quite possibly could have been shot on Epstein Island, right? So this is the discovery, right, is what people are saying. So for me personally, I'm like, let's talk about that, right? Let's tap on that. Because it's 2 things that I didn't like about this situation. honestly feel like after TikTok had put out information stating that they plan what goes viral. They plan it. Like they plan. They add heat. Because everything goes to what we laugh about, our agent first. Our agent looks at the content first. And then they're like, this is it. We'll let this one go. We know how social media works. It shows your post to your followers first. They don't engage with it. We know they don't engage with it. You know, they see it, oh, fuck this bitch. And you know, it's the fact that it was seen. So it's seen by your agent first. That's why the first view is your agent. Then they'll let it go. So they let your followers see it. And then they start to sprinkle it just a little bit on the Explorer pages. You know, the main feed. More and more people. Oh, okay. So this video was very short, went viral. More and more people were like, oh my God. It was to the point that this claim went to Reddit. Now, when when your shit hits Reddit, you know that, that's the one, right? It's like, that is the one. That is the one, and it's going to go somewhere, right? So Redditors, were picking this apart. That's impossible. But Jay-Z's name was on the flight logs, allegedly. And I just was like, they planted this shit. This was a plant. Like they plant everything. Nothing we see that goes viral is because it's by chance and it was deserved. This is all a controlled set. Right? This is all controlled. We are the lab rats. This is a controlled simulation. So they wanted that shit to get out. They wanted people to question everything. Which brings me back to the Aaliyah thing. Aaliyah. So you had a couple of one model in particular that came out and said, that's bullshit. We shot this Fiesta video in Miami. And as a person that has done music videos, I've been at music video shoots. Something like that was not shot in one location. It's just not possible to be shot in one location, allegedly. So if we're saying Miami, they shot it in Miami. Okay. So my question was, okay, so they shot this Fiesta video in Miami, and looking at the footage and, it just very interesting. My question was, well, if they shot that in Miami, why the fuck didn't they shoot Aaliyah's video, the full video, in Miami? Like, why didn't they do that? I mean, the only thing that they shot in Miami, according to what Aaliyah, they shot the underwater scenes, and they also shot, they said it was English, underwater scenes and some beach scenes, some scenes. It wasn't enough footage that Miami could offer from what I'm gathering, what they were trying to bring to the table. What I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to look at my Twitter account, because I know I tweeted it earlier. Give me a minute. It says, on day one, Aaliyah and the crew shot the green screen and underwater scenes for the video in Miami before flying to the Bahamas. What I never could understand is, why the Bahamas? Like, why did it need to be shot in the Bahamas? So you're telling me that Aaliyah could have basically, if you're saying that Fiesta was shot, because, there's a lot of controversy around this Fiesta video, because you have Dame Dash on a Nick Cannon's podcast talking about, oh, she gave me her blessing. She told me to go shoot the video with her abuser. I mean, me personally, that doesn't sound like something that any victim would say. Oh, go right ahead and do that. Just go ahead. It just doesn't sound right to me. Like, whatever helps you sleep at night, bruh. I think that all the truths that are coming out about the music business, about Hollywood, about the fashion industry, this is going to shake everything. Everybody's credibility as far as being an entertainer. Because you notice these celebrities are cashing out, right? Justin Bieber just cashed out his entire catalog because it's all cancel proof, in my opinion. I'm going to get canceled. Might as well cash out now. Because, there's a lot of stuff going on with Justin Bieber as well, right? Justin Bieber, there's rumors about him going around. Not that he's hurt anybody, but that he's not presenting himself as the actual person that we think he is. And of course, a lot of the talk, a lot of these celebrities influenced the you-know-what. And people are dropping like flies. And again, I don't care what you believe in. I'm just giving you the fucking facts. There are people dropping like flies. One fly in particular that dropped, they have been saying at the last game, he shows up. He shows up at the game. A person that has had his chest compressed, as a person that myself, I took CPR and rescue breathing. And they told us that when you are trying to keep someone alive, you have to, see that? Arms locked. You're supposed to touch damn near to the back of their rib cage to keep that heart pumping. 9 minutes. Now, there's been instances, when I was in class, they would say, you may break a rib or two. You may bruise the lung. It's deeper than that. So you're telling me that someone that had work on them for 9 minutes, chest compressions, 1, 2, 1, 2, for 9 minutes, arms locked, was able to go to a game. A couple of weeks later, there was one incident I had where I actually bruised one of my ribs. Just to breathe ever so gently. Felt like I was being stabbed by a million minions. I don't know why they would. If they did, why would they fabricate that? Why would you need to go to that? I really feel like what's happening here is that this is, the Super Bowl is coming. And they need these events. Not only does it fuel the economy because people are spending money to travel, people are spending money on just general things, merch, celebrities are getting paid, people are performing. This is a big attention thing. These are also rituals. So it's like they're not going to let anything stop an upcoming ritual, especially with all these fucking portals and shit popping up out of nowhere, allegedly. They're not going to let nothing stop that. So if he did happen to expire that day, they're going to keep it going. They're going to keep it going. That would definitely shatter the credibility of anybody in entertainment at that point. Because then you're going to sit and wonder, who is really alive? Who is still with us? Who is still kicking? Kanye West is looking a little bit different. He disappeared and came back married to a Kim clone. Some people don't believe in that shit, and that's okay. You don't have to believe in that shit. But the one thing you should believe in is that they have the technology to do it. They have the means to do it. Why do you think they wouldn't do it? Why wouldn't they do it? We can't have thousands of people, maybe millions of people, who sat around and watched that game, even the aftermath, be told that a perfectly healthy football player who was not in the offensive, he was in the defensive, had a tackle that not only made him pass out after the tackle was completed, but the whole world was watching. There is no way possible that they could come out and say that he died that day. They're not going to say that. They can't. They can't. There's too many eyes, too many people watching. And I know that's a conspiracy. Well, I wasn't there. I'm only going by what I see. And we know that what they show us on television is not the real deal. It's all camera tricks. The question is, why would they do that? And I just told you why. The Super Bowl. We got to keep this image. See, this is why with celebrities, they have an image to uphold. Doesn't matter the person. They have an image. They are created. Doja Cat, one person who I really liked. I look at her like, you sold out. A girl that I literally watched come home from work, go live, like, most of us do. They go live. They're making the music. They're talking about their dreams, talking about their aspirations, and more importantly, talking about how they would never sell out. If I make it, I would never do this. If they say these things, and then they do make it, and then it makes them. That's just how it works. You make it, then it makes you. You are part of the machine. The machine must keep going. So when you have these folks that are moderately, somewhat talented, and they make it, I knew the day when I saw Doja Cat on stage rolling her eyes, because it's almost like torture. Got to keep performing the same songs, and this song again. Yeah, the song that made you. Yes, you must perform that. And you must keep performing that. You must perform it even if you can't stand it. This is why I tell people when they ask me, oh, you're telling me if you were given an opportunity that you wouldn't want. The answer is no. Hell no. I care about what people receive from me. I want people to receive my music in a good place. I want people to receive my art as far as performing and acting from a good place. The moment where making it makes you, you're no longer getting my creativity. You're getting the machine. AI, if anything. Because I tell you, what were people saying? Wait a minute, Beyonce dropped an entire album and gave us no visuals. However, she can take her ass to Dubai and make millions. She is smart, right? You're looking at her, she's smart. She got her bag. She went to Dubai, she got her bag. No. The United States, the average American right now is brickety fucking broke. You think Beyonce is going to waste her time putting together a full theatrical release for a bunch of people that can't even afford eggs, rent, basic necessities? You think she's going to do that for y'all? You think that she's going to perform for her own hive in the location that the hive is at? No. You think that Drake was at Apollo wasting his precious time? No, y'all motherfuckers got a hologram, honey. As much as people say, again, that's a conspiracy. Do you think that these celebrities give a flying fuck if you show up to these things? They don't care. That's just chump change to them. That's why they're selling their catalogs. That's why they're performing overseas. That's why they're performing in front of bankers. It ain't about you no more. The American fan, that ship has sailed. They don't care about American fans no more. They don't care. We don't fuel. We're not even oil to the machine anymore. We're basically the vermin. We're wasting their time. They don't even stream our music like that. We have to bot our shit because they can't afford to stream our shit. We can't afford it. I usually sit and say, oh, why would somebody want to go to a concert? These arenas are fucking empty because people can't pay for a seat. And you're forgetting that they claim that millions of people have died from COVID. So if they are selling their catalogs, it's because it's a wrap. It is a wrap. That whole concept, everything that you knew and how everything worked back then, it don't work like that no more. And that's why they're getting the last of what they can get. You think Beyonce gonna sell her catalog? She's not gonna sell her catalog. She don't have to sell her catalog yet. But she will get her coins. She gonna get her coins, and she gonna go to places like, where do they always say? These chicks get flued out at where? Dubai. Right? These are just my wicked observations. I could be wrong, but I'm usually not wrong with my feelings. Something sinister is going on. Something very sinister is happening. And the only way that you can figure that out is when you follow the money. You follow the paper trail. Look at how these rich people are moving. Some of y'all just want to be like them. I would never want to be like them. So again, like I said, I don't own the rights to this music, but these are my wicked observations. Thanks for watching.
More fire, more heat.
You're jamming with the hottest.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to everyone's favorite Minx on minxradio.com.
Exclusive. New mix.